what's going on with today's news on day 4 of the LA fires?
In partnership with Governor Gavin Newsom, are suing President Trump and asking the court to set aside the president's unlawful action federalizing the California National Guard.
California's Attorney General announcing the legal action today against the Trump administration. Rob Bonta says President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth unlawfully ordered the deployment of 2,000 troops to the LA area in response to immigration protests on the streets and freeways of downtown. The lawsuit you just heard him mention seeks to rescind that order for the Guard. And just this afternoon, about 700 Marines from 29 Palms were mobilized to LA, all in response to this weekend's protests against recent ICE raids that evolved into burning cars, defacing buildings, and looting. And some shot off commercial fireworks and threw bricks and rocks toward law enforcement officers. Today appears to be a different scene, with protests remaining peaceful. ABC 10 News executive reporter Adam Rakusin was on the ground in downtown LA yesterday as fires burned and flashbangs tried to keep the crowds back. He joins us from the epicenter in LA again today.
The day before that, there was like this one guy who was like trying to start shit.
And Kimberly, we're outside of the federal building in downtown Los Angeles, which has really been the focal point for these immigration protests. It's also the only place that we've seen the California National Guard. They're the ones right at the top of the federal building, standing guard. They've got shields, they have batons. They're standing side by side with the Los Angeles Police Department. To give you a little bit of context of where we are, this is about a block away from Los Angeles City Hall, where you saw those images of the protests last night. This is also a block in the other direction from the 101 freeway, where we had those cars that were burning on fire and protesters throwing things down onto the freeway. Now, the protest started about 2 hours ago. It was several hundred people at that point. It's grown probably close to 1,000. We're out front of the main location, but there are people that are all across the different buildings down to the correctional center in downtown LA. The message today, protesters are calling for the federal government to abolish ICE. This stems from the immigration raids that happened last week. The protesters today are loud, they're organized, but they're peaceful. Much different from last night. That's how yesterday started as well, though. However, as the hours went on, things changed. New people came in. The protests turned destructive. People burned cars, threw bottles, other items at police, and in some cases looted stores. But again, that happened as the night went on. We watched police fire rubber bullets, tear gas, pepper balls, and other things at the protesters to try to gain control. About 24 people, maybe a little more, were arrested at that point. We watched it as the hours went on. Once again, protesters took over the 101 freeway, which is that major artery through the downtown area. Since we've been here for the past couple hours, we've watched people climb up on top of the bus stop that's right here. They've climbed up and they're going toe-to-toe with the National Guard. But anytime that they've gotten up there, they've been incredibly peaceful, giving them a little bit of a line. They've been loud, of course, but peaceful. Anytime somebody's gotten close, they've sat down, said give them some space. So a much different atmosphere from what we saw. We've heard those calls about mobilization, the mobilization of the military, but this is the only place that we've seen the National Guard. You talk about the troops being mobilized potentially to come down to downtown Los Angeles. The only people that have been in the streets are LAPD, Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Department, so this is still being very much controlled by the local authorities here and others from around Los Angeles County. We're going to continue to follow the protests here and report back as we feel more information. Reporting live in downtown Los Angeles tonight, Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
All right.
You're running us over, you're shooting us.
We'll watch that later. Oh, this is someone getting arrested at the protest. Got caught. Got caught. You fucked, bitch. You're gonna get the fucking book thrown at you. Oh, it was someone on a fucking bike. It was someone on the e-bike. Oh, I guess he tried to use that e-bike to ram into the goddamn cop. Into the copper heads. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. You walked, sucker. Get slapped.
Maxine Waters going out in public and causing mayhem is my favorite genre of political video.
This is going to go out in history.
You're trying to start shit, as usual.
The doors. Get a good copy of him. Let him get recorded in history for what he's doing today.
Yeah, remember that?
So when Maxine got involved in the Los Angeles protests and riots, you knew it was going to be hilarious.
Trump hates us. He does not like this city. He's trying to intimidate, and he set the guns in here on us. Excuse me, I need to get in.
Check our public appearance.
I need to get in.
No, get the fuck out.
I need to get in.
Fucking
On Sunday,
slammed
California
on.
Congresswoman Maxine Waters addressing National Guard members after being blocked from entering a federal detention facility to check in on a Union president detained during an ICE raid.
They're not gonna let you go in through the fucking back.
You gonna shoot an elected official? If you shoot me, you better shoot straight.
What the fucking
The governor was not contacted.
See, she wants to be shot.
I hope that none of you
She's trying to be a martyr.
She said, what are you going to do? Are you going to shoot me? Then you better shoot straight. She's got a little sass. We love Maxine Waters.
I love how she's trying to put so much pressure on literally her own fucking... Like, those are the people that protect her. Literally. And she's putting pressure on them. Like, what is wrong with these people? What a fucking dumb bitch.
She's been around for a long time.
This is how he's going to get to have martial law because he wants
Trying
to
to
go
do that
us
fucking
into
emotional
a fight. They have
blackmail
all the
shit.
guns.
Yeah.
We know they have all the guns. That they're in our city with guns, and I'm sure they have orders to shoot and kill. I don't know, but otherwise they wouldn't have guns.
You better
Maxine called into
shoot
CNN
straight.
and hit them with some real bangers.
There have been no violence where anybody that was protesting hit anybody, shot anybody, threatened anybody. Nothing has happened.
There has been some violence in the course of these protests. Some police officers were assaulted, and some vehicles
Hey,
were...
I mean, when you start throwing rocks at them, hey, that's on you, right? They have every right to fucking meet the same force.
damaged in the process. So there has been some violence.
You're lucky
out there,
they're
right?
even restraining themselves.
Well, the
when
thing
they're-
about it is, you may have
when they're
people,
met with that
one
kind
or
of
two
force.
Or a few people who will not
You guys are so
conform.
fucking lucky that they haven't
everywhere. That
been
happens
using
in our
actual
workplace.
like
There's always
firearms
someone
or
who does something.
like
Now, when
actual
I
like
was
lethal
there,
force
on the street, right in front of the detention center.
Yeah,
The
fucking
protests were very small.
Not a fucking
and
set of
very
hornets
peaceful.
nest on fire.
There
man.
was no animosity. The only problem that we had was the National Guard, who was standing there with these assault weapons. President Trump has literally instigated all of this. He wants to call martial law. He wants to get the military in here. This is a dishonorable human being, a cruel man that does not care about the disruption that he's causing and the lives that may be lost because of him. His son was quoted this morning saying to the Koreans, get on top of the rooftop and shoot the protesters. I am predicting that he will get the military in here and he will create martial law to exercise his power and make it look as if he's doing everything that he promised to get rid.
Yeah, apparently they were saying that there's, well, I mean, we saw someone trying to make Molotov cocktails. So it's like, I mean, at that point, if you're on camera trying to make that kind of shit and then trying to throw it at cops and people and shit, hey man, that's basically like a fucking federal crime.
Rid of the migrants.
That's on you. What's this? Yeah, also, this isn't, like, Maxine Waters always wants to fucking instigate shit, too. Like, she was instigating shit with Trump when he was running for president. She was always instigating shit for shit to get out of hand.
As opposed to allowing the Trump administration to try to distract the American people by unleashing masked agents. If they were proud of what they are doing, why are they masked?
Hey! 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 You idiot!
This isn't the 1930s. Why are they masked?
Why else do you think they're masked? Why do you think LAPD, why do you think local sheriffs and, right, do certain operations under the table or in hiding? Or stealthily? Why do you think anybody does it?
They're core principles.
It's because they don't want to get found out so that they can get attacked later in the future.
That are pretty simple. Secure the border decisively. We supported legislation that was negotiated. It was the toughest border security bill to
what a fucking dented thing. Like, I don't understand why these people even say the shit they do half the time. They sound so fucking stupid saying. He's a politician too. He should know this.
It's all a distraction.
He is a fucking big ass target, and he should already know this. Given what they already tried to do to Trump, like what a I just don't get fucking Hakeem discount fucking Obama piece of shit.
I guarantee you that.
What do we got here? Fox News, Peter Ducey asked Trump if arresting Newsom might actually help.
I guarantee you that. All right, please, Peter.
Mr. President, have you gotten an update from your negotiating?
Thank you, President Trump. So it seems like Gavin Newsom likes the attention that he's getting right now.
He loves it.
It seems like he does.
Because he always tries to be like, oh, it's all Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault. He's the one that did that.
You, who got arrested
I'm just
and had
a
a
little
mugshot, you
bitch.
could make the argument that politically
You're gonna blame
that
it on
wound up
Trump.
helping you. Are you worried at all at this moment that talking about him getting arrested could be helpful to his political prospects? Because a lot of people think he wants to be sitting right where you are.
Well, in my case, it was a witch hunt, and everybody knew it. And I was able to explain that during the process. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here.
I mean, he's gonna fucking
It was a
suck
total witch
Xi's
hunt.
dick
Disproven
again,
to be a
isn't
witch
he?
hunt, and you see what's happened.
Or wherever
In his case,
Xi went.
It really is very obvious. You look at what's happened.
Yeah, it's it's okay for when Xi comes by. I wonder how fucking how they're gonna do with the Olympics that they said they're gonna fucking do next year.
California, you talk about all of the people that are flowing and destroying life for everyone else.
With all the fucking
So,
shit
no, I
that's
don't think
around
it's
in
gonna happen.
California.
I think it's
don't know
actually
about
very
that one.
bad for him.
And right around the time that we were walking.
And like that's a right time for fucking right people to start shit, steal shit from people. Why do you think tourism is kind of fucked? Because during tourism season, people get fucking stolen from.
We agree that if you're being violent, you should be arrested. You should be prosecuted. There is no disagreement on that. I think that's an effort that we can all say. But this is not what's happening. We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest. The president is sending the National Guard because he doesn't like the scenes. He doesn't like the scenes of people peacefully protesting. And we know that California law enforcement, local law
peacefully
enforcement, they're there to
protesting while they
protect the
burn
public.
fucking
They're there to
cars,
protect and
fucking
have public
throw
safety.
broken
We're having an
broken
administration that's
cinder blocks,
targeting
broken
peaceful protests,
pavement
people that
at
are
cops,
there to protest.
big enough
You
to
can't be
fucking knock
serious.
them
You
out,
cannot be serious.
possibly kill them too. Yeah. Not only that, but what happens if you knock one out and then you guys start fucking swarming one, yeah? Well, I'm pretty sure that cop is not gonna probably live, yeah? Because you guys are shady fuckheads.
come and arrest him. Should he do it?
He's done a terrible job. Look, I like Gavin Newsom. He's a nice guy, but he's grossly incompetent. Everybody all you have to do is look at the little railroad he's building. It's about
Look at the
over
new
budget.
railroad.
We're putting a flagpole
That
over
is
there.
true.
Under budget. I always do under budget.
Under budget. Well, I mean, no one asked for that fucking speedway to begin with. Like, not a lot of people are gonna even fucking use it to begin with. Oh yeah, this is the Australian reporter that got shot by the rubber bullet. It's basically, the rubber bullet is basically a it's like a I don't know, cause they have multiple different ones. They have the grenade launcher one, right? The 40 millimeter one. It looks like a big like a cylinder, and then it has the kind of shaped like a arrowhead a little bit.
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving
And then they have rubber balls, right? And they also have the pepper balls. So it's like, yeah, they got a bunch of non-lethal. They also have rubber the bean bags. Oh man, bean bags fucking suck too.
back, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
Bang! Hey, yeah, shot. Just fucking got fucking shot.
I'm good.
I'm gonna ride in the ass. Got shot in the ass. Cop shot her in the leg. I don't know why that cop shot her. I think because she got too close, I guess. Or maybe someone threw something at him, and then right, you had to shoot over there, because it's like, once you throw something at them, they have to, right, they have to disperse the crowd. Because it's like, why are you throwing shit? Right? Because you're aggravating, you're trying to cause harm. Oh yeah, here's basically LA right now. There's a lot of blocked up streets. Oh yeah, they blocked this street off. They're pushing. Oh, they're pushing right now. Yeah, basically they're pushing all the street. Right, oh yeah, you could see where they were throwing shit, probably lighting shit on fire. Just setting off fireworks. Oh man, that's a lot of cop cars.
On Sunday, June 8th at approximately 10:40 p.m., officers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
Okay, so this person there was a recent shooting in Las Vegas of content creators. I think this is the one.
who were on patrol in the 3600
Basically,
block,
it was
Las
like
Vegas
a bunch
Boulevard,
of YouTubers
heard
that
gunfire
got
occurring
it,
on the west side
well,
of the street.
I guess it was one YouTuber.
The officers immediately
I
ran
got upset
towards
at
that
another
gunfire,
YouTuber for
and they
some
found
reason.
two victims who were laying on the sidewalk, suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful.
I think it was
and
one
both victims
female,
were
one
pronounced
male.
deceased at the scene. At this point, we believe we have the suspect identified and that this is an isolated incident, knowing that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms. At this point,
Basically.
every effort is being made by members of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to locate, apprehend, and arrest the suspect who is responsible for this crime.
He was videotaping it too. Apparently, he turned himself in, I think.
Overnight, the president's travel ban officially taking effect, blocking entry for citizens from 12 mostly African and Middle Eastern countries. There's also growing fallout this morning from his ongoing feud with Elon Musk. NBC's senior White House correspondent Garrett Hake has more on that.
This morning, President Trump's sweeping new travel ban now fully in effect, barring citizens from a dozen countries, primarily in Africa and the Middle East. The ban also limits entry for nationals of several other countries. The president announced the ban last week, citing national security.
Frankly, we want to keep bad people out of our country.
Democrats arguing the ban is bigoted and unconstitutional. Also this morning, the president is making it clear his one-time alliance with former top ally Elon Musk is over after their split exploded on social media last week, sparked by Musk's condemnation of the president's signature tax and border security bill.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore.
In a weekend phone interview with Meet the Press moderator Kristen Welker, President Trump said he had, quote, no reason to repair the partnership with Musk, adding, I have no intention of speaking to him. For his part, Musk deleted some posts on X in which he tried to link the president to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Musk, who headed up the Department of Government Efficiency until his departure last month, spent nearly $300 million backing Mr. Trump and Republicans in 2024. The president now warning Musk against supporting Democrats in next year's midterm elections, telling NBC News without providing details, quote, he'll have to pay very serious consequences if he does that. Republican lawmakers largely shrugging off Musk's opposition to the bill.
I didn't go out to craft a piece of legislation to please the richest man in the world. What we're trying to do is help hardworking Americans who are trying to provide for their families and make ends meet.
We'll see.
The LA County Police say that they have it under control. And Governor Newsom says sending National Guard. Governor Newsom says that the National Guard, at least sending them, is purposely inflaming and will only escalate tensions there.
Well, words are cheap, especially when you got video. And so you asked me, did it look like it was under, or I'll ask you, did it look like it was under control? It doesn't. It is absolutely not in control. You saw rioters throwing rocks, throwing fireworks. Think about this. They were literally out there protesting, carrying a foreign flag. That is absolutely insane. I mean, they're not just peaceful protesters. Well, these are illegals. These are exactly why the president is trying to secure our border.
I just want to just state for the record that what did happen in 1992 was so different from what we're seeing now. I mean, that was a real riot that went all across the city of Los Angeles. This is a situation where the LA County Police,
Dana,
it's not good, but they're saying that they have it under control, and the president is sending national troops.
Dana,
I think he sent like 700.
We can look at this and we can obviously see that it is not under control. And a riot is a riot. They're throwing all types of objects at law enforcement, and the president is absolutely right.
What you're not reporting on is the violent and the destruction that's occurring there in L.A. What you're not reporting on are the criminal aliens that are being removed off the streets of Los Angeles. I think that is really important.
I hear you. National Guard troops on the ground there, that certainly is a statement. And these visual images, just the posture around this is very serious. It has been escalated by bringing in additional law enforcement.
I just disagree wholeheartedly by saying that bringing the National Guard, bringing law enforcement into a community is somehow escalating the situation. The only thing that's escalating it is the amount of...
their whole optics on saying, oh, they're trying to escalate the situation. How is bringing more law enforcement and more people to stop the fucking people from raging, right? I don't. How's that more instigating? I'm confused. If anything, you throwing shit at them is instigating shit.
of violence against law enforcement.
Well, we got to this moment because California has a
Like
sanctuary policy.
Literally, you guys burning shit is instigating shit. You guys breaking infrastructure is instigating shit. You guys closing down certain sections of roads is instigating shit. You know how bad that looks? That looks really fucking bad.
State law forbids local law enforcement from cooperating with, or local government from cooperating with immigration enforcement. We have immigration laws that govern the entire land, and California is willfully ignoring them. California's left-wing politicians set this up. If California had long been cooperating and helping enforce immigration laws all along the way, this would
yeah, not only that, but you had some people getting into fights.
Jurisdictions.
You had some people stealing shit. You had some people stealing shit, breaking into businesses and stealing shit. Remember that fucking Arco gas station? Yeah, they fucking wrecked that place. Stole everything practically.
When Republicans want to talk about states' rights.
Even
it's
stole
about states'
the
rights
money
when
from the
it is
cash
something that they're
register.
interested in, and not
That's
when
how
it is something that
fucking
perhaps
weird
Democrats
these fucking people. That's how
and their states
criminal
are
these
interested
people
in.
are.
We've all agreed on what immigration
People need
laws
to be
are.
put in
There's not a
fucking
state-
jail
there's not a state
We're
right
gonna
or
on
talk
shipped
about
back
this
to
more
their
in the hour.
fucking country that they so fucking love so much. You know, coming over to a different country to fuck it up and then, wave a different flag. It's like, what the fuck?
Let me back up before they shoot this bitch. I get caught in the crossfire. There she go. Hey Tim, we got. There she go, ladies and gentlemen. The moment y'all been waiting for.
Damn. See, this is what you need to do. Get fucking bagged, dude.
Yo, free.
Get fucking bagged.
He's carrying on like a book bag. You can't carry the other girl like that, though. He was carrying.
Jesus. Fucking, this is like domestic dispute 101 bullshit. Yeah, fucking, he's even left. I think he looked like he was even left.
Okay. You can't carry the other one like that.
Jesus. Fuck yeah. There you have it. Alright, I thought we'd put that. Oh yeah, here's another one from Tony.
And you
Hey, remember this dumb bitch? Oh my god.
That's why I need to be here.
Yes.
Anyways, do you know how to choose reliable suppliers? Check their service policy. Some companies are lack of service policy and process.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here.
Like what?
Anyways, do you know how to choose reliable suppliers? Check their service policy. Some companies are lack of service policy and process.
This is the
There you have it.
We know
Tony
today is
at LC Signs.
All right, we are following breaking news as we speak. Police have arrested a suspect in the deadly Las Vegas Strip shooting just moments ago. They announced the arrest of Manuel Ruiz in connection to the double homicide. This happened Sunday.
Yeah,
just
this is
before
the
11 p.m. local
Las
time,
Vegas.
right
Yeah,
there
so
near the
yeah,
Bellagio
he turned
Hotel's
himself in.
iconic fountain. A live stream actually captures the moment when gunshots ring out and it sent tourists running in terror.
Yeah, on stream you can see him pull out the fucking gun and shoot the dude off screen.
We should warn you that
and I
some
think
of
he
the
shoots
images
the
here
female off
are
screen
disturbing.
too. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the one. Yeah, right here. This is the guy right there. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, right there.
NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us now. Sam, what do we know about this suspect?
So we know there was a manhunt that was going on Morgan for about 11 hours until 5 or 10 minutes ago. We found out from police in the area that Manuel Ruiz, 41 years old, turned himself in, walked into the police station. He has been detained. He now, according to police, faces 2 different charges, open murder with a deadly weapon, 2 of them. What that means is they're not specifying the degree of homicide, first degree, second degree manslaughter. It's going to be up to a jury to decide that. But there was a live streamed video of a murder that was perpetuated on Las Vegas Boulevard, the middle of the strip, as you said, the Bellagio, which is one of these just landmark places in Las Vegas. And you're watching in real time on YouTube as a murder is executed. And you actually got a very good look at his face in that video. I'm not sure if it was in the portion of the clip that we showed, but police clearly were able to identify who they were looking for. They also added, Morgan, that there was a history online with some sort of social media feud between him and one of the victims. There were 2 victims in this case, so it's not even clear if the second person was involved or just caught up in the crossfire. But at the end of the day, 2 people were killed in Las Vegas. It's a rare...
Yeah, I was waiting for Twitch streamers to do this and not YouTube. Why is it always YouTubers or like OnlyFans models? I mean, some Twitch streamers do it, but there hasn't been a lot of them recently, right? It's more YouTubers and influencers in other spheres, right? There's no one in the Twitch sphere who's gone to this length yet. It's close.
There's not a ton of precedent for people being murdered in cold blood on the Las Vegas Strip. Yes, there's been a horrific mass shooting in Las Vegas in 2017. But as far as like how frequently does this kind of thing happen there, not frequently at all, much less something that's live streamed to a live audience that now people are probably still trying to process because it's so unnerving and so upsetting.
I mean, the fact that it was live
and then I'm going to blame Twitch
is what I think
because it's going to be funny.
Like head scratching in 2025.
Twitch is always to blame
also shows
for
you though
everything.
what a key piece of the investigation
this is the shit they
something
fostered.
like that is, right?
It must have helped investigators, but ironically, it was not necessarily what led to this man's arrest. It was the fact that he had turned himself in. But I also think back to what happened in 2015 when there was a photojournalist and a reporter in Virginia. He was killed, murdered.
I mean, obviously,
Twitch.
Twitch.
This was a paradigm shift.
It's just,
and now there's
this is what the internet space
echoing
is,
of that now.
and you just allow some of these people to use it as a platform to make a following to do fucking illegal shit. Almost like a cult simulator.
White House will begin implementing a full travel ban on 12 countries while limiting travel from 7 others. Fox 13's Sean Chitness is live in the newsroom with more details. Sean.
Well, I mean, it's a travel ban on
Good
countries
morning. The
that
travel ban
already
that
have
takes
people
effect today is similar to what we saw in President Trump's first
information
term.
on it,
He argues it's necessary for national security, but just like with the first ban, critics say it's discriminatory. The ban restricts travel to the U.S. from 19 countries. Of those, 12 are labeled as very high risk, and travel is banned outright.
Well, very high risk because of what's been going on in that fucking area. You know how many of these countries are in like some kind of like fucking civil war right now? Yeah, or states? Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah. Fucking, you don't want to fuck with that shit.
Somalia. The White House says terrorist activity.
You know what they do to Americans in some of these places? Yeah, they kidnap you and put you up for fucking ransom.
Weak or hostile governments and high visa overstay rates are part of the
reason
you're
American?
to ban travel.
Quack!
7 other
Literally.
countries, including Venezuela, Cuba, and Laos, have partial restrictions. Trump has cited the recent terrorist attack in Boulder, Colorado, where the suspect is accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at pro-Israeli demonstrators as part of the reason to bring back a travel ban, while Democrats say this is racial and religious profiling as well as a distraction.
Terror attack in Boulder, Colorado has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them.
It seemed to me that Donald Trump injected this travel ban issue into the discussion as part of a desperate effort to change the story from the brutal attack.
You don't
that
think
Elon
China would
Musk has
kidnap you?
waged against Donald Trump personally?
Now, even though Trump mentioned the
they've
suspect in the
kidnapped people
Boulder
before
terror
in the
attack,
past.
who was an Egyptian national living in the U.S.
Well,
illegally,
Russia has kidnapped
Egypt is
people
not
in the past.
included in the travel ban. That man entered the U.S. on a work visa 2 years ago. There are some exemptions to this travel ban: green card holders, Olympic or World Cup athletes, and Afghan interpreters with special immigrant visas. Several civil rights and advocacy groups have already said they will challenge this new travel ban in court. Live in the newsroom, Sean Chitness, Fox 13 News.
Who was talking about kidnapping? Oh, it was Hassan. Yeah, that dumb bitch doesn't know shit about fucking kidnappings. Fucking dumb asshole. Motherfucker sits in his goddamn mansion and talks from his fucking pedestal like a faggot. More travel
that day where the
bans.
White House's travel bans take effect.
That's right, Heather. A total of 19 countries have been listed as security concerns by President Trump. Those include Somalia and Laos. The two countries are responsible for some of Minnesota's largest
get fucked,
immigrant
Somalia.
populations.
Yeah.
WCCO spoke with two
Somali
Americans
butt
with
pirates are
Somali
getting
and
fucked.
Hmong heritage to get their perspectives.
Where's Ilhan Omar?
It cuts deep to the community that has significantly seen little progress in Somalia.
It's also very hard on the elders too, right? Because they're pretty old now, and they do want to go see some family back there, and it's made it hard for them.
Somalia faces a full travel ban, while Laos faces partial restrictions.
Yemen,
And Heather, right now there
Iran,
is currently
Iran,
no
Sudan.
end date for these bans.
Yeah, basically
All
a
right,
lot
Maria,
of
we'll see what happens
a lot
there.
of
Thank you. And
territories
as a
where they
reminder,
fucking
Maria
hate
has
Americans.
hourly headlines and updates on our
Or at least where they
24/7
have
free
some-
streaming
some
service. Again, CBS
peculiar-
News Minnesota. You can
peculiar-
find it on our website, Pluto TV,
peculiar
and
groups.
through the CBS News app.
Peculiar groups that do a lot of shady shit. Let's just say, gang lords and shit, right? Doing some gangs and shit. Illegal activity. The things you're reading about in Los Angeles, thank goodness we sent some wonderful National Guard. They really helped. They've done a fantastic, so I want to thank them very much.
You're reading about in Los Angeles. Thank goodness we sent out some wonderful National Guard. They've really helped, and a lot of problems they were having out there. They were afraid to do anything, and we sent out the troops, and they've done a fantastic job. So I want to thank them very much. Some of the things you're reading about in Los Angeles, thank goodness we
Tectones
sent
got
out
on banned.
some wonderful National Guard. They've really helped. And,
Oh no.
a lot of problems they were having out there. They were afraid to do anything, and we sent out the troops, and they've done a fantastic job. So I want to thank them very much. Some of the things you're reading about in Los Angeles, thank goodness we sent out.
Have it. We made a great decision in sending the National Guard to deal with the violent instigated riots in California. Yes, that have been happening for 4 days straight now. If we had not done so, Los Angeles would have not been completely obliterated. A very incompetent governor, Gavin Newsom. I mean, would it have been completely obliterated? I don't think so. I mean, they were burning down cars. They were They were targeting people in cars sometimes, which was very dangerous. Right? They were attacking cops too. They were doing all sorts of fucking dangerous shit. They were doing very stupid shit. The very incompetent governor, Gavin Newsom, and Mayor Karen Bass should be saying, "Thank you, President Trump. You are so wonderful. We would not be We wouldn't be nothing without you, sir. I mean, God damn it, Trump. I mean, they were also they were basically trying to fuck up businesses too and steal shit from the businesses. So I mean, at some point they were probably gonna start forest fires and burn businesses. So yeah, I mean, if you don't stop them quick, right, it's only going to escalate. I mean, just look at what happened during the Rodney King trials and riots, right? And then you had the Minnesota, right, Minneapolis burning place. You had Kenosha County, right, with the Kyle Rittenhouse. Remember that shit? Yeah. I mean, look, you leave those places to burn for too long. Yeah, it's gonna keep burning, right? You don't take any action. Well, they're gonna keep fucking the place up. Instead, they choose to lie to the people of California and America by saying that we weren't needed and that these are peaceful protests. Yes, as they fucking spray painted and vandalized the police station and the federal their federal like the federal building and shit too. Oh man, they were vandalizing a ball, but all sorts of shit. Just one look at the pictures and videos of the violence and destruction tells you all you have to know. We will always do what it is needed to keep our citizens safe, so we can together make America great again. Not only that, I have they were also destroying infrastructure and using it, right? They were destroying their infrastructure to throw at cops too, right? A bunch of cement. They were breaking up cement and bricks and like trying to throw bricks at fucking cops. Yeah. A lot of dangerous shit some of these people are doing. Oh no, it's just a peaceful but fiery protest where they're not doing anything illegal. Antonio Brown wins the internet today. Yes, fuck it. We are suing Donald Trump. You're not gonna win, by the way. Also, what are you suing for? He can deploy the troops how he wants. He supersedes your bullshit. He is the goddamn commander-in-chief. He could fuck you in the butt if he wanted to. He can get his fucking... He can literally get the Secret Service to literally fuck you in the butt, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, it's like, I had sex with your wife. Fucking... Antonio Brown. If they spit, we will hit. This is a statement from the President of the United States concerning the catastrophic Gavin Newsom-inspired riots going on in Los Angeles. The insurrectionists have a tendency to spit in the face of National Guardsmen, women, and others. These patriots are told to accept this. It's just the way of life. Runs. But not in the Trump admin. If they spit, we will hit. I promise you, they will be hit harder than they have ever been hit before. I promise you, they will be hit. They will be hit harder than you will be hit before. Such disrespect will not be tolerated. Such disrespect will not be tolerated. God damn. I fucking posted it. Fucking god damn it. I can't. Is this AI generated? No, it's real life. Tom Homan AI. Yeah, Tom Homan should just go in and fucking grab Gavin Newsom. You're going in, bitch. Oh my god, put Harvey Weinstein. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. We have a Los Angeles insurrectionist refusing to follow dispersal orders on the 4th day of rioting are being arrested. Yep. I find this funny because you notice that there's a line of cops, right? And they all have like the pepper guns and shit. And you just see these lines of people like, oh, I'm just gonna stay in the street even though they're gonna tell me to move back or push me aside, or no, I'm just gonna stay in the street. Ah shit, they're shooting me. Ah shit. It's like what the fuck? They told you to fucking move, you dumbass. So fucking stupid. Socialism, gun control, control the media, censorship, abortion, worship the government, encourage violence. Socialism, gun control the media, censorship, abortion, worship the government, encourage the violence. Stop. Oh no. This is the nest of their values. It's the fucking, it's the islander countries. It's the treaty countries. Never. 1939, 2028 again. Well, why are you putting Israel in this? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. Oh, here's the great Candyman.
Freeze!
Freeze!
That look cool? Here, try it. Try it on for size. Freeze! Freeze! Is that legal? Shh! Shut the fuck up, dude!
Is that legal?
I'm on a power trip, and you're fucking with me right now.
I'm on
I
a
swear to God, if my finger moves a little tiny bit on this trigger, it's gonna make a little bullet come out and kill you. Okay, dude?
It's gonna make a little
I'll
bullet.
get a paid vacation, because I'm a cop. I have the state behind me. You ever try to go up against the state? Here's a spoiler alert. Know what happens? You get fucked up the ass, faggot. Now shut up. Shut your mouth. I'm power tripping. I'm doing my thing. This is what I was born to do. I was born to do this.
I was born.
Oh. Freeze!
Oh shit. Fucking Sam Hyde. Too good. He's too good for this. He's too good to be a cop. God damn. The trigger discipline and just fucking just pointing that gun. Oh fuck. All right. There, we're gonna call for that news segment.